Okay, hello everybody. I am SHEAHDUMB 17 and I am back. It's been a month. So the reason why I've been gone for a while is because I just wasn't feeling motivated to do stuff. Yeah, and then like some personal stuff was happening. So I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back now. But anyways, so I'm back. I'm going to try to be consistent, so we'll see. I have been trying to make this video for months. I wanted to do like a whole video where I just rank all of the Bring It On movies and do that, but because I don't have a lot of camera space to make a whole video on that, I'm just gonna do a series where every month I will be posting a video about all of the 6 Bring It On movies, and then after I'm done with all 6 of the movies, I am going to make a small video where I just basically say the key points of why I think which ones is better, and this is gonna be like a wrap up. But I want to really get into why I really like the movie, or if I don't like the movie, why I don't like it. So yeah, this is gonna be happening every month, but like at the end of the month. So for the first Bring It On movie, you've seen the title, you know what it is? The 2017 movie Bring It On Worldwide. Now, I'm just gonna tell you that I don't like this movie. I don't like it at all. And I'm gonna explain why I don't like it. So I hope you enjoy this video and let's get into it. First, I want to talk about how I found this movie. So one day I was on Netflix, just doing my thing, looking for a movie, and I was searching up for the Bring It On movies because I'm like, I remember this. Let me look and see if it's on here. But it wasn't. But when I searched it on Netflix, I saw Bring It On Worldwide. So I was like, okay, they had a new movie out. Let me check it out. And I did, and it was bad. So for the plot.
The biggest cheer squad, the Rebels, get cheer smacked by a new anonymous cheer squad, the Truth. The captain, Destiny, learns to switch up the routine to be a better captain or whatever.
Now I'm going to tell you why I don't like the movie. Okay, so in the beginning, the Rebels are doing a routine. There's people outside, they're cheering for the Rebels. They're like, oh my gosh, the Rebels are so cool. And Destiny, she is the captain. She's leading the cheer and everyone's like doing their thing. There's a TV right across from them, and that's when a random like person comes like into the screen, and they're the Truth. So the Truth is talking and they're like, we cheer smacked you or whatever. And when I first heard cheer smacked, I was like, what? What do you mean cheer smacked? But okay. And the Rebels are like, oh my gosh, we just got cheer smacked. And that's when the crowd literally turns on them. Like, first they were cheering for the Rebels, and then after a random team shows up and interrupts the show, you know, digital this is where I'm gonna put it at, right here, because I can't say the word. But yeah, do that on TV. Then they switch up on them and they're like, boo, and they're throwing stuff at them. So that was just weird. And then Destiny being like, oh my, like what's happening? She just decides to run away from her team. Like she just leaves them there to get like yelled at by this weird crowd. So Destiny goes and she's like, what am I gonna do? Like, with her cheer outfit on. And that's when she runs into these dudes breakdancing. It's a white boy and this black guy, and I forgot their names, but they're basically like hollering at her and all this stuff, and she's like, whatever, like, I don't care. And she's talking in a weird way, like she's talking like one of those basic valley girls, or like those influencer girls, but she's saying, oh my gosh, like, I'm gonna put this on my Instagram because you're weird. And I'm like, what is this? And I found out later on that the reason why she was talking like that and being extra and saying things that made no sense was because the director wanted to make this movie about the danger of the internet. You had a chance to make a good movie, but now you're just trying to put this weird thing about the internet. Everyone knows that the internet is not the safest place on the earth, you know? But I'm tired of these people who don't understand internet culture, who make movies about internet culture and be like blah 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 blah, and make characters that are supposed to be people who are on the internet all the time sound like the same thing. It's weird. Come on, dude. But anyway, so the two dudes are hollering at her and she's like, whatever, whatever. And that's when Blake comes and he's just like, you know, oh, he asked her if you want to do a dance off. And she's like, no, this is not Footloose or something like that. And I'm like, okay. You're telling me that if someone asks you to do a dance off, you want to do it? Look, I can't dance. I don't dance. But I would do a full on, it would just be on the spot, okay? Because I'm doing a dance battle. You have to do one dance battle in your life, okay? If you've never done a dance battle in your life, you're not living, and I'm sorry. But anyway, so after that, she goes along, and it's like this weird interaction. Then she meets up with her cheer squad the next day, and they're talking to her about like, we need to change up the routine because we just got cheer smacked. And she's like, no, our routine is perfect, like we've always won, we're good. And you know, they're a little frustrated. Also, what I forgot to say, after the Truth cheer smacked them, a bunch of other teams came in and was like, we're gonna do the same thing because we're the best squad. Because the Rebels are supposed to be like the best, so they're like, no, we're the best. But then she realizes that the dudes who are in cheer aren't there. So Destiny, she's like, what's going on? Where's the guys? And Willow, one of her friends, and Hannah, who's also her friend, they tell her that since they got cheer smacked, all the dudes who are cheerleaders left. She's like, what? So instead of like doing tryouts and seeing if other male cheerleaders would be interested in being in their squad, they decide to go in the streets or whatever and go to this diner and just talk to random dudes and ask them if they want to be a male cheerleader. Like, cheerleading is easy. I'm telling you now, if some random person came up to me and was like, hey, do you want to be a cheerleader? I'm gonna be like, I can't cheerlead. Like, no. I don't get it, how they just thought that going up to dudes who have no cheer experience and asking them to be on their squad would do anything. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. What happens is they get desperate. So the cheer squad, the Rebels, go to the place that Destiny went when she ran away from her squad and was like a horrible cheer captain. They went there and they were like, hey, we need help. Can you help us out? And they're like, well, we don't cheerlead. This is what we do, like, blah, blah. And it's like this weird interaction where they're like trying to be like, yeah, so what you want to do? Like, I don't like it. But eventually, a cheer off / dance off happens, and they're dancing, they're like, you know, doing their thing. And that's when the guys go with the girls, and they're now in the cheerleading squad. So guys that have no experience with cheerleading are now going to cheerlead with professionals. And that just sounds dangerous. Like, one wrong move and a girl could get injured. Cheerleaders throw people in the air or like hold them. There's more than just, oh, you know, you'll be fine since you're a strong man, so you can just do it. Like, it's not that. You can't just throw anybody into cheerleading. They have to have experience. But anyway, like I know any experience of cheerleading. So yeah, now they're doing this like weird montage and stuff, and Destiny gets frustrated. She records in this video thing of her basically saying like the guys are horrible and the team's not working together and, you know, all this stuff. That happens. Then we go to another scene. I'm skipping through a lot of stuff, but basically Destiny and Blake have like some moments where they like interested in each other, and this is the only part that I really like, even just a little bit. Their chemistry isn't the best, but there's kind of something there. Like, Blake brought something to this movie. Will I watch it again? No, but I can tolerate it, you know. So Blake and Destiny have this moment. They're outside, it's dark, but it's cute. I'm pretty sure they kiss or something. But yeah, it's a cute moment. He brings out her personality. Great. So now they're, you know, trying to practice and stuff. And then we go through a dream sequence. I'm all over the place. But we go through a dream sequence, and it was horrible. Offbeat, bad performance. I did not like it. I always skip that horrible dream sequence because why did they put that in the movie? Just a disgrace. A disgrace to all of the dream sequences. I mean, there's been bad dream sequences in like other Bring It On movies, but this has to be the most horrible, just horrible, because they're doing their whole like like they're just doing their what's it called? I'm trying to think of it. Oh, roll call. That's what I meant to say. The roll call was horrible. And they're basically like, I'm Gina. But like they're just saying that, and then they're doing like a cheer with it. But Destiny was offbeat. Everyone else was offbeat. It just was bad, and I didn't like it. It was also in the middle of the movie, which another Bring It On movie did that, but it didn't work, and I didn't like it. So yeah, dream sequence was horrible. Then we have this scene where Destiny, she's talking to a lady who is basically like a cheer goddess, and she's like asking her for advice, and you know, it doesn't really matter. So you know how I was talking about how she was talking into her computer and basically saying that her team kind of is bad at this point and she's kind of frustrated? Well, the people somehow found out about the tape and got angry and ditched her. And I was just like, dude. First of all, Destiny is not a good character. She's annoying. She's been annoying and rude the entire movie. And after this, and she didn't even say anything that bad. She just said that the guys are untalented, which they're not cheerleaders. So yeah, and some of the people are being difficult. So she didn't say anything that wasn't true, but you're gonna get mad after that? That was weird. And then later on, we find out that the truth are actually the rebels. Now let me explain. Let me explain this foolishness, okay? The people on the rebels, Hannah, she's the leader of all this, but, well, Hannah and Willow, they're the leader of all this. They came up with a plan to make a different squad that uses the rebels and make a squad called the Truth to basically, you know, go against their team so that Destiny could realize that they need to switch up their routines. And that was majority of the time Willow's thing. Like, she just wanted them to switch up the routines and be better and whatever. But Hannah's main goal was to basically steal the team from Destiny and just make them the truth. Y'all did all this for what? They could have talked to her, but instead they made a fake group, and then when Willow realized what Hannah was doing, then she went back to Destiny and told her everything that happened. So we find out that Hannah's like the antagonist, and she is not the best antagonist that I've seen in these Bring It On movies. So when I found out that she was the antagonist, I was kind of like shocked a little bit, but then I was just like, you couldn't give us even a little hint that she might have a, you know, some type of anger towards her. Like, it just came out of nowhere. It made no sense. It was just a mess. Eventually, people who were on the Rebels but then went to the Truth decided to go back to the Rebels to go against the Truth because Hannah, who was a cheer captain, she was getting too controlling, and people started to realize, like, she's not better than Destiny. So the competition comes around. I'm telling you, I didn't watch it. I think I only watched it once. The competition is boring, and I knew it was boring, so I skipped it. But basically, the Truth doing their thing, and then the Rebels were doing their thing. And basically, the Rebels won. And, you know, Blake and Destiny had their thing, and it's like, oh, cute. So, yeah. In conclusion, this was a bad movie. Stuff didn't make any sense. Characters, you know, motivations were weird, but it's just bad. It's not entertaining. The main character is annoying. The only people that I really like is Willow and Blake. Willow, you know, even though she kind of betrayed Destiny, but she was a better character than Destiny, and Blake is just the best character because he has a personality and he's like entertaining. But yeah, that's it. Didn't like the movie. And antagonists in these movies are supposed to be like, you know, sassy, but like you love to dislike them, like that type of antagonist. But she was just boring. She just came out of nowhere and she was just boring. The message of the story is, I guess, teamwork, and that people shouldn't, you know, be on their phones, which we need to stop acting like phones are the most evil thing in the world. Like, I get it. You shouldn't be attached to your phones, but I literally, when I first saw the movie, I did not get that message. You know, the whole message of the movie being, you know, you shouldn't be on your phone, you should care about other things than social media. I did not get that from this movie. All I got was just a bad movie. I don't know. Like, they didn't make it clear what their message was. When I saw the interview, I was just like, oh, okay. They had an opportunity to incorporate technology into this movie and make it good, but instead they just had to make it into something like this. They didn't say bring it on in this movie once. I didn't hear a bring it on at all, or bring it. So that's just deducting points. Because you have to say bring it on or bring it. Like, there was no iconic scenes. There was nothing that I can be like, ooh, you know, even the dance off, it was just cringy and I was uncomfortable. Ooh, I was so uncomfortable. Ooh. Okay, I'm sorry. That dream sequence, uncomfortable. It's roll call, and when she was doing her roll call, she was just offbeat, like offbeat, not fun, just boring, and I don't like it. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and please, I mean, if you want to watch this movie, you can, but I just want to warn you that it's not, you might not like it. Ooh. I also want to say I'm very sorry for this lighting because its lighting is all over the place. But yeah, I will see you guys next week, and goodbye. Oh, you also like my jacket? It's fake, but yeah.